there are two different ways I have to approach this. With my youngest daughter, who's about to start Key Stage 2, I can still help her with her maths. With my oldest daughter, who is at Key Stage 3 and about to start secondary school this year, I simply can't help her. In fact, I take the reverse approach. I get her to show me maths. The way maths is taught in school these days is far, far superior than when I was at school. So actually young children very often are much better than their parents. And I'm not the only parent who feels this way and knows this, but as soon as you get onto long division, having to calculate areas and spaces, I get lost. And the methods that children use these days are also completely different to the way that I was learned. So I'm afraid I don't feel all that useful when I'm teaching my children or trying to help my children with their maths. Maths has just always been a weak point for me. I don't think I'm naturally strong at maths, but I think I could be much, much better. And when I was at school, I was streamed at school in the higher ability streams, but for maths, I was put in one of the lower ability streams. And unfortunately, the way maths exams were set in that era, you were streamed by your ability. So the higher ability students could get an A, B or C grade. The middle ability students could get C, D or E, but for my group, we could only get E. We were essentially written off. And I did get an E grade at GCSE maths, but I always just felt written off. I just sort of felt that, oh, well, that's it, I'm just no good at this subject. And that's carried on throughout my adult life. And it used to be quite fashionable. We used to have an appalling relationship with maths in this country, whereby it used to be quite fashionable to sort of be in the pub or having a dinner party or something and show off about how bad you were at maths. Well, for a number of years, I did absolutely nothing to address my issues with numeracy. I considered myself a writer, didn't really think I needed to address maths, but I knew, too many times my children presented me with mathematics I just simply couldn't do at all. So I took the National Numeracy online test to see where my skills were, and I got 60% on that test. And I thought, right, this is the starting point for me. This is where I've really got to try and address things. And it highlighted various weaknesses. And I've got an eventual aim to actually sit GCSE mathematics again to see how I can do this time around. I know I'm very old to be sitting at GCSE, but I quite look forward to getting that, because it's always been a sore point on my CV that although I got the highest grade I could when I was at school, I really should have had something higher. I have begun to feel different about numbers and numeracy. I recognise, probably due to the vast amount of tech that we now live with, that mathematics is everywhere, and as I say, it's actually a subject, although I'm not very good at it, I have come to actually quite enjoy. And I actually look at the mathematics homework, especially that my oldest daughter brings home, and I think, I really wish I could do that. That looks really interesting. It would be amazing to do this, that, and the other. So yes, I think my approach to maths has changed. Yes, there are all sorts of ways that I think maths can be applied. And actually, one way it can be applied is simply with helping your children with homework. And I think it's probably very important, if you've got the ability to do it, to help your children with maths so they can see their parents actually doing maths, so that your children can value the importance of the subject and know that their parents have got a reasonable ability to address the subject. My advice to parents who feel the same way as me, want to address maths, is to address a problem. As I say, I took the National Numeracy Challenge. It's a free online test. only took 10, 15 minutes, give that a go. It gives you a great starting point, and it does actually point you into the direction of other resources that you could possibly use to improve your maths skills. So yeah, explore, take a look, see what is out there. I'm a numbers person.